It's the e-commerce minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The e-commerce minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's e-commerce minute, episode 244.
Wish, the billion-dollar e-commerce startup.
Shopping app Wish is the place where you can get fashion, decor, and electronics at dirt cheap prices. Printed t-shirts go for as low as $1. A pair of sneakers can be had for $8, and a smartwatch is yours for only $13. The startup was co-founded by Peter Salcheski, and he's got his sights set on beating Walmart. In an interview with CNET, he revealed his revenue numbers and said the San Francisco-based startup hit $1 billion in revenue in 2017. And he said revenue had doubled year after year since the founding of Wish 8 years ago. He thinks they'll double in 2018 as well. Wish got its start by selling clothes, electronics, and beauty products directly from Chinese manufacturers at rock-bottom prices. The prices are low because you won't find any brand names. You're ordering direct from manufacturers, so there's no middleman. But because you're ordering direct from China, some products may take weeks to arrive. Salcheski said in a CNET interview, "We want to become the default platform that customers go to, specifically value-conscious consumers, in a way that Walmart has become for a lot of people." Wish is now the #1 Android shopping app in the US and nearly 40 other countries, and the startup is currently valued at $8 billion. To show the company is now in the big leagues, last year they signed a multi-million-dollar deal to get its logo on Los Angeles Lakers jerseys. Wish.
Wish is an amazing app. I mean, I've used it. I mean, the products are obviously, overseas Chinese manufactured. They're cheap.
What have you bought?
Actually, gym shorts and like basic things that just like there. I mean, gym shorts are like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need fancy ones. Like, right. I'm not that kind of person. I just need a whole bunch of them because.
Have you bought any electronics or cables or anything?
Cables here and there, I believe. I did. Remember the cable you like, where it's like it splits into 3 different cables?
Oh, the red thing.
Yeah.
You bought that from Wish?
Yeah.
So you probably paid half of what I paid because I bought mine on Amazon.
Yeah, I think
I'm a sucker.
Like nothing, and it works great. So some of the things are good, some of them not. I'm okay with cables. I'm not okay with the what's it called, the bricks for the cable.
No, I wouldn't buy. Yeah,
I'm like a weird about it.
Bad stories about that.
Yeah. The cable's fine. I mean, if you just use it, and usually time I use those kind of cables, I have them like they're travel cables basically. So you're pretty much watching them anyway.
Right. So how long on average did an order take to get to you?
Pretty long, actually. It's one of those things that you order and like you forget about it, and like a week and a half later, you're like, oh, look, it showed up.
Right. Where I'm leading to is this is kind of like the anti-Prime. You order it and then you just kind of hope it shows up someday.
Yes. And I think what they do is they do it by bulk type of thing. So they'll have a warehouse, obviously in China. It goes from there because it's straight to you because, that's probably easier. But what I think is they kind of wait when
they wait till the container comes in.
Yeah, or they wait when people order at the same time. Container comes in, all those kind of things.
Yeah. We used to order video games like that when I worked for West Coast Video 100,000 years ago. But that's how we got all of our game accessories. We just wait for the container to come in, and that stuff was so cheap, and we marked it up so much.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they are not marking it up. They're basically taking a cut from the manufacturer. That's how they make money. Mm-hmm. And what they're doing is they're targeting the underserved, lower income shoppers, which I would think makes sense. And you're talking about people who may still not be used to what the concept of e-commerce is, only from a financial standpoint, in that they would go to a Dollar General or something like that instead of ordering something online. And now they're kind of being steered toward, hey, you can get it even cheaper than Dollar General if you're willing to wait a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's really where obviously dollar stores are, they're good, and Dollar General is probably one of the biggest. I think they're going to start taking out those kind of stores.
Yeah, Dollar General is the big one. And I have a couple problems with how Dollar General operates because they also target lower income areas, but they also go into these rural areas and purposely undercut the guy who's had his little grocery store there. I watched a documentary, I don't remember if it was Vice or something like that, and they purposely go in and undercut all the local merchants. They put all the local merchants out of business, and then everyone's doing their grocery shopping now at Dollar General, and the quality of the food is not as good, and it's not fresh food. So you have to be kind of wary when these people come in to target lower income shoppers. Now, I'm not saying Wish is doing anything bad like that, but I am making a comparison. Again, people can shop at Wish and save a lot of money, but there's also the question about quality. We've all had experiences buying overseas cheap knockoff goods. You get what you pay for. I mean, if you're paying $1 for a shirt or $8 for sneakers, you can't exactly expect them to even last the summer. So while cheap is cheap, cheap fast good, what do you want? You're buying an $8 pair of sneakers, and then 3 months later you're buying another $8 pair of sneakers, and you're not really, it's, you know what I mean? It's,
I mean, I wouldn't, it depends how you look at it, right? Like, just on their page, I just go to it. Like, they have an Apple Watch for $171. I would never buy that, but I'll buy a whole bunch of pairs of, gym shorts that,
Is it an Apple Watch?
Yeah, it actually is an Apple Watch. I just I can't really say.
That's interesting. Why is it $171?
I don't know. Maybe it's the first version. I don't know. But that's the thing. That's the risk you take.
Version 1. Okay.
Who knows?
See, I actually looked around for stuff. I only took a brief poke at it. I saw some TVs. I saw some weird stuff on there. I didn't really
like hats and all these like shorts and pants and like
sure.
Yeah, sure.
That's
I don't
fine.
care. I mean, like I said, that doesn't bother me. Knit haps that like
right. That doesn't bother you because you are someone who can also afford $100 pair of shorts. The people who can't afford $100 pair of shorts, it's expensive to be poor. There's a tax on being poor. It's you're buying cheap goods, but you're buying them at a greater rate than someone else who, we just did the story yesterday about North Face. Someone who buys a pair of North Face shorts, that's going to last. I have North Face shirts that I bought 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But you buy something on Wish, it's not going to last 10 days, maybe.
Right. I mean, for me, it's more of, sure, I can buy like I keep on going with like gym shorts, right? It's more of like, I don't care how I look in the gym. Usually it's the t-shirt from the night before. And I really don't care. I don't care how mismatched I am in gym. Some people care. I don't give a shit. So I will literally order 10 pairs of just basic shorts. That'll last me, a year or two, and I'm good to go.
You buy them by the container.
Just buy a big container. But I mean,
you're really hooked on those gym shorts, man. Can I see a picture?
I know. You know why? Because I'm literally looking at them on the site. Sorry. No, but like, there's certain things that you wouldn't like, just buy all the time, and it's cheap. Like, I'm not sure about buying DeWalt construction blades for your saw.
No,
right?
I don't buy anything like that.
That's literally, I'm just scrolling through all of it.
All right, so to circle back to the topic at hand, we're talking about what would you call it? Budget e-commerce. There's more of a trend towards that. You're going to see a lot more of these quote unquote dollar store type sites out there. You're not going to get the selection, but you're going to get the price. But you also have Walmart and Amazon who are going to recognize this, and they're going to speed to market. How hard is it for Amazon or Walmart to get a container of Chinese goods and slap it up there and undercut Wish? And Amazon especially, they're creating more services for people receiving government aid. So you've got this, I think the new battle is going to be the low budget e-commerce.
Or re-commerce.
Or re-commerce, as we said yesterday. So yeah, these companies are trying to go to an underserved market, but there's some caveats because cheap isn't always good. Anything else, Bart?
No, that is it.
All right. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.